Perfect. I'll check with the chief guest and come back.
Jalisha, if you want, you can start the YouTube. The live YouTube is okay.
Sir, I'm waiting for the chief guest.
Okay. Okay.
Good evening, ma'am.
Hello, good evening, beta.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing, baby?
Fine, ma'am.
Tell me. One second. Just give me 1 minute, huh? Just 1 minute.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Good evening, everyone. I am Jelisha, the project leader of the World Students' Parliament. It is truly an honor to welcome all of you to this insightful session on a topic that is as relevant as it is transformative: how mindfulness affects a balanced personality. Mindfulness, at its core, is the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. In a world filled with distractions and constant demands, mindfulness offers us a way to pause, reflect, and connect with our inner selves. But how does this practice shape a balanced personality? A balanced personality is categorized by emotional stability, self awareness, and the ability to respond to situations calmly and effectively. Mindfulness plays a key role in developing these qualities. It helps us manage stress, increases our focus, and fosters unity, qualities essential for personal growth and strong relationships. Today, as we explore this topic further, I hope we can all discover practical ways to incorporate mindfulness into our life and unlock its potential to nurture a more centered, resilient, and balanced self. It is my honor to invite our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Alice Swami, Principal of Arunodaya School, Mumbai, to share her thoughts and insights with us. Your words will surely inspire and set the tone for today's session. Now it's your turn, ma'am.
Thank you, dear. Thank you so much for inviting me for this wonderful session on mindfulness. And thank you for welcoming me. And hello to everybody, one and all over here present. A very, very warm good evening to all. My name is Dr. Alice Swami, and I'm the Director Principal of Arunodaya Public School, Mumbai. It is indeed an honor to speak on mindfulness because in today's day, mindfulness, many people talk about mindfulness in different ways. But I put it in a very simple, one single line which says mindfulness is to be in the present. Present in your mind, present in your thoughts, present physically, emotionally, so that you know that you are there. How can we say that? Like, for example, I'm walking on a road. I'm making it very simple for you all. I'm not going to use big terms, but I'm going to very simplifyly tell you. If you're walking on a road, you have to be mindful while walking. Mindful while walking means see that there is no potholes on the road. See that you're crossing the road mindfully, thinking about whether the cars are coming, mindfully crossing the road, mindfully thinking if anybody is honking. So that is being in the present. So being in the present mentally, physically, emotionally is in simple terms as mindfulness. We also have many types of mindfulness like emotional balance, regulating our emotions. Now, what is regulating our emotion means managing our emotions. Many a time we are put in a spot where we don't know how to emotionally control ourselves. If somebody says some hurtful words, immediately starts crying over there. But instead of that, if you can control your emotion, if you're mindful of it, if you can judge the person, if you can understand the person, you will know how to control your emotions. So that is also mindfulness. Also, you should be aware of yourself. Self-awareness should be there with you all, of your thoughts, of emotions, your behaviors. You have to enable better in regulating your emotional pattern. You should have mental clarity when you talk about mindfulness. You should have improved focus and concentration. Regular mindfulness practices, what is that? It enhances attention and reduces mind wandering. Like suppose you're sitting in a class. If your mind is wandering, you will not know what the teacher is teaching you, what the teacher is telling you. Your mind is wandering. You're not present there with your mind in the present tense, and then you will not know what is being taught to you. You have to enhance your cognitive flexibility. Mindfulness allows for more adaptable thinking, facilitating better problem solving and decision making. You should have resilience and adaptability. Now, what is that? Resilience means you have to manage your stress also. You should manage your increased stress level. What will happen by that? It will reduce your stress. Children like you all have stress of learning, performing, coming first in the class, getting the better grades, getting the appreciation of your elders, your teachers. So there's a lot of stress on your peer pressures. So practicing mindfulness will reduce your stress and anxiety. So what should you do? You should relax your mind. You should be calm. You should meditate. So what will happen with this? You will cope and you'll be a better person. And in case of uncertainty, you will be balanced. There are also interpersonal skills. In that, what comes? Your empathy and compassion. Mindfulness cultivates empathy and also understanding, leading to more harmonious relationship. You should be a very effective communications. It also helps you in having effective communication. So mindful practices improves active listening, clarifying communications, and reducing conflicts. Self-awareness is there, personal growth is there, and with this, you become a better person. And in this way, you have a balanced personality traits. So you have to be mindful. You should be self-disciplined. You should be responsible. You should also have empathy. You should cooperate, kindness. By being mindful, you can have all these qualities in you. So when you're vulnerable, you should know how to control it. When you're anxious, when you're angry, mindfulness teaches you all these things. And when you're excited, how to curb it, that also it teaches. Openness to experience. Mindfulness fosters curiosity, open-mindedness, and love for learning. So in short, you should be mindful in what you do in everyday life and lead a better life, which is stress-free. You are relaxed and you can concentrate on the day-to-day things that you are doing. Any questions?
Any questions, anyone?
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
I wanted to say that the way ma'am explained everything and how she relate daily lives, student life with mindfulness, and how she mentioned in her speech that how students especially feel stress, anxiety on a daily basis due to many reasons, to become best in class, to achieve good grades, to achieve position, to recognized by your parents. It's a great thing. Ma'am, do you have anything specifically which you tell your students so to deal with stress, anxiety on a daily basis, how they can deal with their daily emotions and bad feelings on a daily basis? Do you tell your students something specifically?
Yes. To curb your anxiousness, your anxiety, stress, you have to be vocal about what you're feeling. You should not keep it hidden inside you. Like, if you're feeling anger, if anger is there regarding somebody, if you're angry for someone, with someone, so you tell them, see, you did so and so. But there are many ways of saying it. One is you box them, I'm angry. One, you can talk to them calmly and say, see what you did. I did not like it. So I would be happy. I would be appreciating it if you say politely. Many a times, many a problems are resolved. Many a times the problems are resolved. Fighting, backbiting, bickering about them, bitching will never help you if you talk bad about anybody. So that empathy towards yourself, empathy. You should also have sympathy for others and also empathy for yourself. So if you are under stress, the best thing is close your eyes, count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you address the problem. So what I do, if I'm stressed, I just sit down on my chair, close my eyes, and I start backward counting. So what happens when I am mindful, when I am in the situation, when I am counting my numbers backward, it somehow relaxes my mind. And then I am in the present. When I'm counting, I'm in the present. My thoughts are not wandering. It is with me. I am physically, emotionally, mentally. And then that counting goes, it finishes. After one, I am a new person to accept whatever is coming. So this is what I do. So you can try it. It will help you if you do backward counting.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I hope I have answered your questions.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I can say that you've painted a picture in front of me. That was a great answer. Thank you so much for this. I will try practicing this in my daily life.
I give very examples which are very common. So what happens? It is easier for the people, the children, to understand it. Day to day.
Indeed, ma'am. Indeed.
Yeah. Yes. Anyone? Any questions?
Yes. Does anyone else have any questions?
Actually, ma'am, no any question, and your speech is very clear, and we could understand it clearly. So no any question, and thank you.
Welcome. My pleasure.
Okay, so looks like no one has any questions.
I think I should take it that I was very good.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am, for your thought-provoking and inspiring speech. Your words have given us a fresh perspective and encouraged us to think deeper about the topics we are discussing today.
You're welcome.
So we cannot have a session where we don't know the details of the participants. So now I would like to invite the participants one by one to introduce themselves with their name, country, and school. First, I would like to invite our moderator, Rameez.
Hello, everyone. I am Rameez Kadir from Pakistan, and I am in my second year class. I'm in 12th class right now in Modern Age Public School and College, Abbottabad, Pakistan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rameez. Next, we have Qasim.
Hello, my name is Qasim and I'm from Pakistan, and my college name is Modern Age Public School, Abbottabad.
Thank you, Qasim. Next, we have Kashaf.
Hello everyone, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Kishaf Nasir from Pakistan, and I study in Greenview International School.
Thank you, Kashaf. And then next we have Nudra.
Hi everyone, this is Nudratul Islam from Sri Lanka. I'm from Muslim Ladies College, Colombo.
Thank you, Nudra. And then we have Sandanika.
Hi everyone, I'm Sandanika from Sri Lanka, and I'm 15 years old, and my school is Monishankar Central College.
Yes. Last but not least, we have Nitmi.
Hi guys, I'm Neti Satsarani from Sri Lanka, and my school is Kumarigatan National College. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Nitmi. So now I invite our moderator Rameez to guide us through today's session.
Hello, everyone. I hope everyone is fine and everyone is doing great. I welcome you all to today's session on how mindfulness affects balanced personality. My name is Ramesh Kadir and I'll be moderating today's session. In today's fast paced world, achieving a balanced personality can seem like a daunting task. However, mindfulness has emerged as a powerful tool for cultivating emotional intelligence, reducing stress, and improving overall well being. When we practice mindfulness, we begin to notice some patterns and habits that may be holding us back. We become more aware of our strengths and weaknesses, and we can start to make conscious choices about how we want to live our life. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for cultivating a balanced personality. By practicing mindfulness, we can develop great self-awareness, emotional regulation, compassion. We can become more effective communicators, more empathetic toward a family, toward a friend, and more confident, capable, and compassionate individual. Through our discussion today, we'll explore the ways in which mindfulness practices can help us develop a more balanced personality. We'll examine the latest researches, share personal experiences, and discuss practical strategies for incorporating mindfulness in daily lives. So let's get start. I invite our speakers to share their insight, and I encourage all of you to participate in the discussion. Let's explore the transformative power of mindfulness together. First of all, I would like to call uh, Mr. Muhammad Qasim to deliver his speech.
Thank you, Ramesh. So today we are talking about a very powerful tool which can help us to make our personality a balanced personality, which is mindfulness. And as now we know that mindfulness is the practice of being present in the moment and paying attention to our thoughts, feeling, and sensation without any judgment. And as we grow older, the stress on us increases, and we have to cope with that stress through various techniques. And mindfulness is one of them. By mindfulness, we can develop great self awareness, emotional regulation, and compassion. Self awareness is the foundation of a balanced personality. When we are mindful, we can recognize our thoughts and emotions rather than being controlled by them. We can see our strengths and weaknesses and make conscious choices about how we want to show up in the world. And mindfulness also help us regulate our emotions when we are feeling stress or anxious. Mindfulness encourages us to take a step back, breathe, and observe our emotions without any judgment. And this helps us to respond to challenging situation more skillfully rather than simply reacting impulsively. And mindfulness creates compassion both for ourselves and other. When we are mindful, we can see that everyone is struggling in their own life and they're dealing with their problems. And uh, we develop a sense of empathy and understanding rather than judgment and criticism. So, how we can cultivate mindfulness in our daily lives? We can start it simply by taking few minutes of our day to focusing on our breathe, on our body, or our surrounding. Practice mindfulness in our daily activities such as eating or walking, and seek out mindfulness resources such as apps, book, or classes. And in the end, I would say that mindfulness is the powerful tool for cultivating a balanced personality. By developing greater self awareness, emotional regulation, and compassion, we can navigate life's challenges with greater ease, resilience, and overall well being. So, we should uh, introduce mindfulness in our daily lives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Qasim, for this insight. You've really put the hard work in it. We appreciate your hard work. I have a question for you, if you don't mind me asking.
Yes, please ask.
Qasim, how does mindfulness influence your relationship with others? Do you have any examples to demonstrate anything?
Yes, Ramesh. Mindfulness helps you to communicate better with other people. Like when, uh, as you know, that you are in my college, and you know how I used to react on little things, and I used to do nitpicking, and I used to fight with everyone on little things, and then I started to practice mindfulness, and I started to understand the situations of other people also, and then you by yourself saw the change in me, that now I understand other people and I listen to them. So mindfulness really helps it improves your relationships with other people.
Thank you, Kasim. Yes, indeed, I've seen a change in you, and I now see how you are patient around people who try to tease you on little things. This is a great thing that you have changed. Now, I would request Miss Kashyap to please share her views.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ramesh, and hello everyone once again. And well, it's a great topic, how mindfulness affects balanced personality. So mindfulness is practicing yourself to be a better version of yourself. As our chief guest, Miss Elise, said that we all have different perspectives, we all have different opinions about mindfulness, how it's affecting our balanced personality. So, well, in my point of view, mindfulness is about going with the flow. It's about understanding the situations. As Mr. Qasim and Miss Elise, they already mentioned that it's about being in the present. So as far as it's about being in the present, it's also about how to go with the flow, how to tackle the situations, how to treat with people around you. As Mr. Qasim just said, I treated a lot of people in my college very differently than I was before. So it's about learning. As an American professor, John Kabat-Zinn said, you cannot control the waves, but you can learn how to surf. So it's not about controlling the situations, molding the situations according to your criteria, according to your requirements. Things don't come your way. They don't come as you want them to come. Plans don't always go your way. You have to mold yourself according to them. So mindfulness is preparing yourself how to mold yourself into those situations and get better results, get what you want according to the right result, according to those requirements that you had in your mind, by molding yourself in those situations, not what do we say that blaming the situations, not blaming the environment, without doing all that. For example, in our daily lives, many of the children are blaming their parents that they are not giving us good lives. So that is why this is what we are. They blame them that you don't give us good facilities, so you will get what we are. So if you are open to learn, if you are adaptable, if you are ready to educate yourself, if you are ready to learn, then it's all you in this entire world. No one can stop you from learning. No one can stop you. Learning is one thing that no one can take from you. Knowledge is all yours. So mindfulness is just be yourself, go with the flow, and it affects our balanced response, our balanced personality, by making us a calm person, by making us adaptable, by making us accountable, by making us relaxed, by making us going with the flow. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kashyap. This was Miss Kashyap, as always, with her unique perspective on the table. Thank you so much, Kashyap. I would like to ask you a question. Do you think there are some obstacles when a person is trying to become a mindful, and in his journey or in their journey, they feel, some obstacles? How did you overcome those obstacles in your life when you were trying to become a mindful person? Do you have any story to share with us?
Well, I learned a lot from my own self, and I learned a lot from people I see and I meet. And as I have observed a lot of people and I myself, so there are two types of people: pessimists and optimists. Pessimists are the people who always think negative, and optimists are the people who always think positive. So as human beings, we are all pessimists. The first thought that comes to our mind is always negative. For example, if one student is bunking the class, the first thing that comes to our mind is she's sitting at the cafeteria. He's sitting at the cafeteria. She's going out with her friend. He's going out with her friend. So first thing that comes to our mind is negative. And then we think, oh no, we're optimists. We have to convert it into the optimism. We have to convert it into a positive thought. So we're like, first we're thinking the negative thought, and now we're like, maybe she's having problems. Maybe she's at the hospital. Maybe she's not feeling well. Maybe she has problems. So it's not who are we to judge. And one of the obstacles that we all face, and I have faced, is we stop ourselves from learning. As I mentioned in my speech earlier, that we stop ourselves from learning. Well, I am a debater. So when I see a tough debater in front of me, so at very first I was like to become, a bit jealous. It's about, it's a human nature. You're like that is a so perfect person in front of you, and he or she is better than you. So you're like, why is she better than me? Why is he better than me? So, well, I used to think that. And then I found out that jealousy is a feeling that makes you think that you cannot be that person. Oh, why cannot I be that person? I can be that person if I want to be. So I learned from those tough competitors, and they became my mentors, and they became my source of learning. And that is how I overcame my obstacles, by converting my thoughts into optimism. Yeah, that was my answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Kashyap. I second your statement, what you just said. I am also a debater, and whenever there is a tough competitor, you always feel jealous. Why? How can I be like him, and how can I be more perfect or more tougher than him? It's human nature, and we learn. I am trying to overcome this thing, and I hope so in the future I will be able to overcome it. Thank you so much, Kashyap. Now I would request Miss Nudratul Islam to share her ideas with us.
So, hi everyone. I think it's after 3 weeks, I'm back to the sessions. So, yes, I found this topic. So, how mindfulness affects balanced personality. Basically, I was really busy today, and then I saw this topic, and I thought, let me go through it, because it was an interesting topic to research about. Because I had this New Year resolution to build up my personality for 2024. So my New Year resolution was to build up my personality. First, what I have learned from others is personality is built up by 4 main things. First is body, second is knowledge, third is spirituality, fourth is emotions. So mindfulness comes under emotions. Emotions is something that we all have to be mindful about, because we have lot of types of emotions that sometimes we have to control this. Talking about mindfulness, it has another word, something like being patient, because we have to go in a flow. Like Kashyap mentioned, we have to go in a flow, whatever it comes through. Sometimes it's hard to go in the flow, but we have to be optimistic and we have to think positively towards that obstacles we go through. For me, being patient, it's not my type really. I'm not a really patient type, but yes, I have tried my best to be patient. Sometimes it's hard, like Ramin said. Yes, being a debater is also hard, because being a debater, sometimes, why did they cut off our point? It's something like, something I get very it always get on my nerve. Why did they cut off my point? So that's where I built up my patience. So there also we are practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness significantly affects and contributes to a balanced personality, because if we think, if like I said, emotions is something that builds up the personality. So if we have the emotions in a balanced way, the personality will be also in a balanced way. So that's what I always follow. And also resilience also resilience mindfulness also practice equips individuals with tools to handle challenges, because there are a lot of obstacles we go through. Like Kashaf mentioned, more than this world, more than saying it's our fault, we always try to say it's others' fault. So that's something like proactive and reactive. We have to make sure that we are proactive more than being reactive. Reactives are the ones who always says, okay, it's my school's mistakes, it's my this mistake, it's her mistake. But proactiveness, it's not something like that. We think for a solution, we then implement it. So I think we as a World Student Parliament, we all have to build up that proactiveness so that we can lead our life to a balanced personality. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Nudratul Islam. Indeed, you are, I would say, it's been a long time since you've talked on this panel, and now you are here. I would like to appreciate the fact that you are very clear with your words and what you want to say. This is a great attribute, and I would say I would really appreciate it. I would like to ask you a question, if you don't mind me asking. Can I ask?
You can.
Okay. How can mindfulness help you stay calm in a stressful situation? I mean, how you stay calm and how mindfulness helps you stay calm in, your daily lives and your daily stress, etc.
Okay, so to be honest, mindfulness is something that I'm literally practicing on. Stress is something that comes to these generations kids, especially me. I get stressed about a lot of things because I have some works which sometimes I even can't do. To be yesterday I had an event, so that's where I had to perform Qasida, an Arabic song. So where my team had to go, but there were a lot of obstacles we had to face through, and sometimes in my Qasida team, I'm the most sensitive one. Sometimes the words also hurts me a lot. So what I did, the teachers, sometimes the in charge, they sometimes scold, and they scolded me. So I got literally stressed up, and I'm the one who's starting the event in the stage. So I literally got stressed up. I cried and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna go to the stage. You'll perform. I literally said that word to my friends, and that's where that I have this supporting environment around me. I think that's where I think my level of stress is decreasing. I have this supportive environment, even from my parents to my siblings to my friends. Everyone is supportive towards me. So that's where I always look to my friends or my family, because I think they only make me more stress-free, rather than whenever I have problems, I always go and share to my parents first of all, so that I know what's the solution I can take. That's how I practice.
Thank you so much. Moving on, I would request Ms. Sandhanika to share her insight.
Thank you, Ramesh. And hi, everyone, respectable judges, guests, moderator, and all who join me today's session. So the topic I came today is how mindfulness affects balanced personality. So first of all, how maintain a correct mindfulness? My first point. If we want to keep mindfulness correctly, we want to keep our mind in one position. And I want to keep our mind in one position. And if I I want to keep our mind in one position. We have to do many things. We have a lot of things to do. We can listen to the music, playing music instruments, meditation, gardening, do sports, and care as pets. Like those things we can do to keep a good, positive mindfulness. Because these are some moments that we are in happily. When we are happy, according to me, when we are happy, our mind is in one position. And if we have very stressful day-to-day activities and a busy life, we never can keep correct mindfulness. Always we have negative mindfulness. Uh, So, from attention to those movements, our human qualities are developed. We work consciously. We have and bearing respect to others' ideas. Like many qualities are developed from those activities. And these are qualities of balanced personality. So I want to say, if we have correct mindfulness, we want to do activities like sports, gardening, meditation, like that. And from those activities, the qualities of balanced personality are developed. So, face anything fearlessly, respect others' ideas are some examples for those activities, those qualities. Um, so, according to me, the conclusion is, if our qualities develop as those qualities, if our qualities develop as from those activities, finally our balanced personalities develop involuntary. So I want to say mindfulness affect to keep a balanced personality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sandanika. I would like to ask you, uh, how can we practice in our daily lives? Do you have any answers?
Yes, thank you, Ramesh. Um, uh, sorry. Actually speaking, we always day to day life, get a cup of tea is our custom. Like that, we can keep an activity as a custom, like do exercises, gardening, do uh, like gardening, and care aspects, like those things we can do for a positive mindfulness, as well as means playing music instruments and meditation also very important to keep a good positive mindfulness. Um, Not only that, listen to music, and uh, uh, music is not music is another language. From following that, we can have another good mindfulness, positive mindfulness. So listen to music. From listening to music, playing music instrument, meditation, gardening. Not only that, sports and cares, pets, uh, do exercises, the activities to have a good mindfulness. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sandanika. So we should be more active in our daily lives. We should do exercise, and we should participate in different daily life goals to become more mindful. Thank you so much. Last but definitely not the least, I would call Miss Nesmi to share her views with us.
So, hi guys, good evening all. Then respectable guests and moderator and all who join with session. Then today I'd like to say about how mindfulness affects balanced personality. Mindfulness is a thought that we must constantly control. This mindfulness affects our work in many ways. Mainly, mindfulness is divided into two types as my position, and they are positive and negative. So with negative side, a person with negative mindset will never move forward because no thought comes to their mind to think about ways to improve. But a person with a positive mind works very thoughtfully because they have the best knowledge and best personality. So mindfulness affects balanced personality. In other words, such people have the ability to understand the right and wrong of the problem if any incident occurs. Then they act very intelligently and understand the clarity of the problem and complete their life. So, and also when we go beyond society, our fear, our doubt, and our shame will disappear only if we have a good mindfulness. Uh, Therefore, it is clear that mindfulness has a lot of affected with a balanced personality. Not only as an example, if we have to rule a country, who should make balanced personality, so we will be able to success that work with a true mindfulness, with the correct mindfulness. Then I think mindfulness is very very important for our life and for succeed our day to day activities and our future. Then I think mindfulness is one step for our balanced personality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Natmi. You spoke very well. Do you know how does mindfulness impact our self-awareness and personal growth?
What can you say again?
Okay. I said that how does mindfulness impact our self-awareness and personal growth?
Actually, Ramesh, thank you so much for asking question. And then I think for the self-awareness, mindfulness is very useful for us. When we have a balanced personality, we want to develop with our self-awareness. We want to so we want to say others how we how how we develop our mindfulness. We want to say others don't want to think negative side. We want to think every time positive side. And if we be emotionally, we want to go it for the positive side. Don't we don't never go we never want go negative side. So as example, if one person in stress, that time as in positive mindfulness person, we want to advise them and we want to make their mind for the develop him or her life. Then I think like that we want do self awareness for developing mindfulness. Thank you.
So we should always think positively and never to think negatively. Thank you so much, Ms. Nesmi, and thank you so much, everyone, for having me as your moderator. Over to you, Ms. Jalisha.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh. It is finally time to hear the feedback from each and every one of you. First, I would like to invite the chief guest, Ms. Alice Swami, to provide her feedbacks.
After hearing you all, I feel you don't need a chief guest, or you don't need a moderator, or you don't need a host. You all are so well prepared, and you all have come prepared with the subjects, and each one of you all had their own personal take on mindfulness, which is really very good to know that children of this age can think so much, and they are really mindful of what they are doing in their lives. So it was indeed an eye opener for me to know that children of your age are so well versed with mindfulness. So you all will go a very long way, and I know you all will do very, very good in your life, because you all have started practicing mindfulness, and also you know exactly what is mindfulness and how to go about it. So it is commendable, and kudos to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So now let's hear the feedbacks from the participants. First, I would like to start from our moderator, Ramesh.
Thank you, Jalisha. Ma'am, I would say it does not matter how much we grow or how much we learn. We always will need people like you to guide us in our lives. I would say that the advice you gave me to be more mindful in a situation, to count backward, to sit down and to relax and then address the problem, it really, I can feel it that now I have some personal issues in my life which I have to deal on a daily basis. I teach some kids in my house Urdu, and they are young and they usually annoy me so much. So now I I can take your advice and put it in my life, and I hope so that I will be able to become more mindful. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, Miss Jalisha. It was truly a great session.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramesh. So next we have Kashim to give his feedback.
So first of all, I would say that I again learned a lot of things today, and the things that the chief guest said, they truly inspired me to implement those in my life. And whatever my fellow participants said, they spoke really beautiful, and everybody shared their experiences. And so it was a very interactive session, and I also shared things and I also learned things. So I am very delighted to be a part of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasim. And next we have Kashaf to provide her feedback.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. It was such a grateful session, and absolutely a lot of things to learn from Sri Lankans and my other Pakistani fellows and the chief guest. And backward counting was always a kind of a tricky thing for me because you're always going forward, but when you come backwards, so sometimes you just have to memorize it. What was 5 or 4, the 4 or 5? So it says you have to memorize it. That was such a great advice, and it's like putting yourself, your mind into something else to just escape the situation for a little while and give yourself a break. So yes, that was indeed a great advice, and I would be looking forward to following it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kashaf. So next we have Nudra.
So yes, hi everyone. So it was a great session because I saw the topic and came, and you all really spoke really well. And also, Ramesh, thank you so much for asking questions. It was like impromptu questions where we have to answer somehow, or else we won't be escaped from that. Uh, I mean, it was really nice because asking questions in between to make us active and to make us enthusiasm to listen more. So that's really impressive and good job, everyone who had done today. And also, thank you so much, Chief Guest, for giving us good advices. Thank you.
Thank you, Nudra. And then we have Sandanika.
Yes, hi everybody. I'm Sanika from Sri Lanka. So actually speaking about today's session, it's very good and our chief guest is also very she gave many important advices to us and thank you ma'am for joining us as well as thank you Ramesh to handle us with, as a moderator and Jelisha thank you you too as well as actually mindfulness is very important to personality because I have experience to that as a leader we want a good personality with good personality our mindfulness is very important so I accept with my with this topic and Jerisha I want remember one thing uh, I identified this students parliament from our Mr. Janaka, who is principal of uh, our committee, with from our preschool teacher Hemalat. This is Hemalata. So I won't remember that because me and me both are her students. So we won't remember her. And today's session is very successful. And thank you all. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us. Thank you.
That's really great, Sandanika. And we have Nikmi to provide her feedbacks.
So hi guys. Then I have to say a lot of things about this session. Then today, as the first time I attended this session, so as my opinion, this is very best. I never get experience like that. Then with the tourism, I'm got to best experience. So thank you for that. I'm so happy for joining with you. Then firstly, I thanks the chief guest Alice, Mrs. Alice. You gave many advices for us about mindfulness and you are very best. And Mrs. Derisha, you also thank you so much for joining us. You helped us much. Then thank you so much. And also I think this is so good. Then I'm so happy. So I thanks for all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nikmi. So, as we come to the close of this inspiring session, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks, gratitude to all who made this event a success. First, a sincere thank you to our esteemed chief guest, Ms. Alice Swami, for sharing such valuable insights. Your words have truly inspired us and added great value to today's discussion. A special thanks to the President of the Association, Mr. Janaka Kamalgoda, for your unwavering support and leadership. Your guidance has been an instrumental in making this event possible. Finally, to all our participants, your remarkable passion and active engagement made this session truly memorable. Thank you for your time and thoughtful contributions. Let's make the lessons from today forward and continue to grow together. Thank you once again and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you all. Good night.
Good night, ma'am.
Mhm.